Swedish fika.
Hey. I'm here with my friend Joanne.
Hello.
And since I've been doing this on my channel a lot, like pros and cons, which I really enjoy. I think it's so much fun.
Yeah.
And I did one about me living in South Korea a while ago. And now I have a South Korean here.
Hello, that's me.
Living in Sweden.
Yes, in Costa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I figured that it's time that we like return the favor. So you're gonna give me the pros and cons about Sweden.
You okay with it?
I am so ready. You know, like you have no idea. Like I'm looking forward to this so much. Apparently, it's gonna be a long list.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
there is a lot.
So we're gonna split this video into two, apparently. So we're gonna do the pros first.
Yes, pros first.
Yeah, let's do the positive first, and
then go for the
and then go into the juicy stuff.
Yes.
Later. The pros and cons about living in Sweden as a South Korean.
Yes.
Yeah.
Number one. The air is so clear here. Amazing. Yeah, that is a point because I wear masks in Korea. When all the factories are running in China, it comes all the way to Korea.
Yeah.
So we wear masks between in spring and autumn. But here, no mask. Like last time, I was wearing a mask and then everyone was looking at me.
Yeah, I told you, they think that you think that the air is polluted.
No, because I had a very bad cold and I had the mask that has a water filter inside, so that my throat will be very moisty. And I was wearing that the whole time and everyone was looking at me like, what's that weird Asian there?
Yeah. No, I definitely agree about the air though, because I got sick
when
I moved to Korea. So like,
you got sick in Korea because of the air.
Yes. So like when I come home like here, I'm just like ah.
Yes.
But I feel like that in like a lot of places, because even if I just go down to the Mediterranean, the air is different. Okay. So it's like it's so clean.
Yeah. I want to show you, but there's like a lot of forest right next to here. So because of the forest, the air is also very clear.
Yeah.
And number two. Number two is that I feel like this country has I think equality is a very important thing. So between men and women also, because I see the restrooms are gender neutral. Like there's the woman's side and the man's side in the same sign. So you just go into an empty place and then that's it.
Just like it's more like you go into a little room.
Yeah, in a little room. And also it's kind of some kind of it's bad, but in Korea there's a lot of spy cams in the girls' bathroom. So
I've heard
a lot
about
of people are quite afraid of it. So if there's a small hole, you would actually like put something in it so that we just want to be sure that there's no cameras. Because there are already a lot of videos online. Don't look up. Of like people, weird guys putting cameras in girls' bathrooms just to see girls peeing or pooping. I have no idea why.
It's just so sick. Like I don't understand if it's like changing rooms. Yeah. But if it's like the wash, like what? Yeah. Why would they perv? Like it's so weird. And like you feel
the weirdest thing. Yeah. Also, I saw equality while I go to like doing sports. I do sports a lot. So I do swimming, I go for badminton, dancing also.
Yeah, you're very active.
Yeah, I'm a very active person. And then like next to the swimming pool, I saw people that they just go do badminton and then do basketball together. Like girls and boys are in the same group, they're just like partying out and then they're playing together. Yeah. That's kind of not the case in Korea. Like, they think that we have very different physical abilities, so like the boys should be only with the boys, the girls should be only with the girls.
Yeah, that's sad.
But they looked so fun playing together. And swimming, we just swim together. Badminton, we just play together. Like everyone has different skills. You can just go with it together. It's just having fun. 3. This is a very plain thing, but it's really peaceful here. It's like another level of peacefulness because I live in Seoul and you know, Hongdae, Sinchon, Ihwa, it's just like packed with people. Gangnam is packed with people. You never go around without people, and then then there's no people here. It's really peaceful. It might be bad in the winter when there's like no people and they're like, what the hell, what's happening? It's just a normal Swedish winter, no one around.
Yeah, that's the funny thing, like every spring or like when summer comes and all of a sudden you start to see people again. Yeah. And you go like, where the hell have you guys been? But like I've been out every day and I've never seen any of you people. Where do you hide?
Yes. Number 4 is that there are no traffic lights. but still the traffic, they always wait for the people to pass first. And that was quite impressive because like in the middle of city center in Stora Torget, there's no city lights, like no lights for the cars, for the buses. They just take turns and then they just go somehow. They all figure it out. Isn't it shocking? Like there's no lights.
When you put it like that, yeah. But like where it comes to like zebra crossing, the rule is that you always stop for pedestrians. And when you go like around where there's no lights, there's always whoever comes from the right
takes the first.
Take the first.
Oh yeah, that's the rotary rule.
Yeah, exactly. And also that if you have a sign that's like it's like this and it's yellow and then there has a white like edge to it.
Put an image on it.
Oh yeah. Then that means that whoever is on that road is first. So there are rules, but there's no lights.
Okay, yeah. So related to that number, 5, is that they have a lot of pathways for the bicycles.
Yeah.
Even like my German friend, she always uses the bicycle, and she was also impressed because she said that a lot of people in Germany also take the bikes, but they don't have the sophisticated roads a lot, like especially in the cities. But like even in Stockholm, I saw the roads for the bikes. Like in the main city center, and that it was really good to see that. And a lot of people do actually take bikes. Now it's cold, so they don't really.
No.
Yeah, like if you take the bike right now, you'll be like freezing in like a minute.
Yeah, and you also have to have special tires. You need to have like tires that are made for winter.
Right. Because it was snowing for 3 days, and then it rained, and then everything became ice.
Yes.
It was super slippery.
Yes.
We already have a exchange girl who broke her foot.
Oh no.
So she's like on this.
No, because like I'm an old lady, so when that comes out, I don't know if you've seen this, but you go to like the pharmacy, and you buy a thing that you put on your boot. That has like spikes in it.
They sell an apotek?
Yes. So you put on a like rubber thing over your foot, and it has spikes under, so then you can actually walk on ice.
Okay.
So that's what the old people do. And what I do, because I don't want to break anything.
I wanted to, because like it was super slippery while we were coming back from the university. We go through the woods to come here, like literally through the woods, and it's like super slippery. And number 6 is that you could drink tap water here.
You learned that the hard way.
Yes. I didn't know it, so I brought like a water filtered bottle that I could use here, a big one that is like literally this big, so I could drink water at home. And then like Jessica told me like you just drink tap water, and like literally I was like, what the hell?
And I'm really picky with water.
Yeah.
Like I don't like the Stockholm water.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's too like we're talking about hardness and softness in water, and the hardness is higher in Stockholm. So we have one of the best waters in the world.
The funny thing is, it's the Brita water filter, and the Brita one is actually made in the UK. Yeah. So they were made in UK. They were shipped to Korea. I brought it all the way back to Sweden, which I could just bring for 1 hour from Britain. Number 7. I didn't get any racial discriminations here.
Oh really?
Yes, I haven't till now. Yeah, till now. I lived here for 4 months, and that's till now.
That's good to hear.
Because I had quite a lot of when I lived in the States.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I live near San Francisco, and we have quite harsh people there. And like, it's not like something very big. It's just that you'll just hear people saying ni hao to you, like in a very bad way. It's not like because they know Chinese, they're like ni hao. No, of course, I can speak Chinese if you want. Like, but they're like ni hao, ni hao, ni hao. You're ni hao, right? They always go like that.
Oh, like sad.
And like they would literally, I heard ching chang chong before in Europe somewhere else. I'm not going to talk about which country it is. And yeah, there could be more. It could get worse and worse.
That's sad. But it's good that you don't have it here though.
Yeah, it's good because I could know that because the first thing is when I approached to a Swedish, they just speak Swedish to me.
Oh really?
They wouldn't think that I'm foreigner, and then they wouldn't start English. They would just go like hey and then speak Swedish, and then I'll be like, oh, I'm really sorry, I'm not that good with Swedish, and then they'll speak very naturally English. So they just like change it very naturally. And that's like not in any offensive way, so I thought it's really good.
I'm getting really happy to hear that about my Swedish people.
Because like they wouldn't do that to you, right? If you speak English, would they like answer back in English?
Yes. They would.
Okay. Because hey is the hi of Swedish.
Yeah, we go hey.
I usually say hey.
Yeah.
I want to be nice.
Yeah, if you say hey, I think everyone would assume that you speak Swedish. Yeah.
Oh, that might be why.
Because if you go hello or hi, then they will like switch like that. But if you say hey, then they will like.
Okay, that might be why. Yeah. Number 8. The price for your mobile phone is quite cheap.
Yeah.
No, like not buying the phone, like the what do you call it?
The phone plan.
Yeah, phone plans are cheap. So right now I use 50 gigabytes of data because I use 100 in Korea. I'm used to like Koreans. We are good with data. I used to use 100, so I'm using 50 gigabytes here with unlimited phone and messaging, and then I pay 149 crowns.
Yeah.
So that's super cheap.
That's really cheap.
Yeah, because in Korea for 100 gigabytes, I used to pay around like 400 to 500, maximum 600 crowns 1 month, and then it's like 149 here. Like, I'm gonna pay for it. Yes. But what do you use? What kind of phone plan do you use?
I have a phone plan where I think I have extra data, I know, but I don't really know how much. But I pay around 200.
Okay, you pay more than me.
Yes, I do. I don't know why, but I do. But something that is not expensive, but like a little on the pricey side in Sweden is usually the Wi-Fi.
Right.
So I pay around 400 crowns a month for Wi-Fi.
Oh, I pay 0.
Yeah,
because
it's included in your rent.
Yes, it's included in my rent. The school pays for me. Yes.
I don't live at school.
Yeah.
So like, but it gets pricey since you're both using your mobile phone and your Wi-Fi. So it gets a little on the pricey side now.
And number 9 is that I know a lot of exchange students go to countries that they want to speak English because they want to improve their English.
Yeah.
But in my case, I'm already I'm bilingual, so I was okay with English. I wanted to go to a country that doesn't speak English.
Yeah.
That's why I came to Sweden. I thought no one would speak English here. And then everyone speaks perfect English, like literally perfect English. And then like they're so like comfortable with it. Yeah. Even like the bus driver who's in his 60s, he speaks English very well. And then I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I think that was one of the things that you told me when you first got here. You're just like, I picked this because I wanted to learn a new language.
I know!
And I was just like, yeah, good luck. Because like when Swedes hear someone that like speaks English, you have 2 reactions. You have the people who are terrified because they're like, shit, I don't speak well enough. Yeah. Usually they can make themselves understood, but they feel like they want to be perfect. Yeah. And then you have the ones that like you just go like, yes, I can speak English. Yes, I'm just gonna speak English.
Like, they want to practice English with me. Yeah, like exactly. I could be your US English teacher. Yes.
So like it's hard to be a English speaking person in Sweden want to learn Swedish because every time we hear someone struggle in Swedish, we switch to English.
They just like completely switch to English and then they speak English too.
And we think we're being nice, but we're not helping.
So if anyone was like wondering if they want to go to a country, you don't have to go to Canada, the US or UK. You could come to Sweden.
Yes.
Or Norway, and not Norway.
I think Norway is good at English as well.
But there's another country. I forgot. Netherlands. They're also good at English. Yeah. Sweden, Norway, and Netherlands. I recommend.
Yes, it is.
And number 10. Already number 10.
Yeah.
So the system for class you're taking in the university is really different. So number 1 is that attendance is not. So it's not compulsory. You don't have to go to attendance. Like you could go to class if you want. And you don't have to. Sure, like you could choose if you want to go or not. And then like before class they upload what kind of lecture they would have that day. So they upload the PowerPoint. In Korea, every time you miss a class, they deduct points.
I got so mad at that. Because what was it like? If you miss 7, then it's an mathematical fail, or
if you miss 6, you get an F automatically by the system. Korea grades are really important, so people die for it. So it's really important if you get an A+ or an A0 or an A-. Yeah. And then B+, B0, B-. It goes down. I don't recommend you go to the downer, but like that is the case. So system here is like super pass, fail. That's it.
Yes. So if you want a super pass.
Yeah, if you want a super pass.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. Grades really doesn't matter here. Like, it's just for your own personal thing.
And also, like, we have the class for the whole semester, so you go to class from September to December full, every week, twice every week. And then here, like, I had like 8 classes for the whole semester.
Yeah.
So I went like once every week, and then in 2 months it was done. So I go to only 1 class a week, and then that's it.
No, I love the system. Like, I go to class about 1 or twice a week for about 2 or 3 hours.
That's
it. But that's why you get so much to read. Because
that is true.
What you're supposed to do. And I like reading, so I don't mind it. But
because in Korea I take 7 courses a semester.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yes, and I go twice a week for every class. So I have 14 classes once a week. So I usually go in the morning. I come back at like 4 or 5, and I'm an engineering major, so we do a lot of experiments. If the experiment doesn't finish at 5, you'll be there until 9. Number 11, exercising here is cheap.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like for KAUIF, like the not monthly, like the annual or the semester card that you go for KAUIF, which is like the place that you could do all sorts of sports.
Yeah.
I paid like around 300 crowns for the whole semester.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for the whole semester. And I do acrobatics there, I do badminton there, I do dance flow, like Zumba dancing there. So Sunstabudet is a place that you could go swim. And they also have gym there. So I go swimming every day, and then I pay 300 for 1 month.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of these are because you're a student as well. Because when I go to like a regular gym, you pay around 300 a month as well.
Okay. Maybe that's because I'm a student.
Yeah. So, but it's still cheap-ish, I guess.
Yeah, because in Korea, if I go swimming for a month in a local place, I would pay around 1,000.
But yeah, that's a big difference.
Yeah. So it's like 3 times to 5 times cheaper.
Oh, jeez.
It's much cheaper. That's why, because I love swimming. I haven't done it much in Korea though.
No,
that was the reason. And another part about swimming is just a little bit off, but like no one cares what you wear.
No.
You could wear bikinis. You could be like super fatty, or you could be like super slim, or like no one, like not even one person looks at you, and then you could wear whatever you want, like
as long as you're covered.
Yes, of course, as long as you're covered, because in Korea if you wear bikinis in a local swimming pool, everyone would look at you. I'm like, what is so is she being like does she want to brag out or something? Like they would think like that.
Yeah, because I know I've seen like I never went swimming in Korea. But I've seen like people doing vlogs there, and like everyone is like fully covered. Like the men are wearing t-shirts.
Yes, yeah.
And then you go like, it's a pool.
Yeah. Yeah. And number 12, fika.
Fika!
Swedish fika.
So fika is when you're
we didn't explain fika.
When like if you come in Sweden, like you will know this word within like the 5 minutes that you land.
Yes.
So that is when you have a pastry and a coffee or a drink of some sort. Yeah.
Not this
if we would have a pastry here, we would have a fika. And for everyone, it's just like, well, of course, you just have like, why do you have a word for that? But it's also like a time where you just sit down and chat.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a time that you just like hang out.
Yeah, and people cherish that a lot.
Yeah. So for example, during your work day, then you have like, for example, a breakfast, and then you have lunch, and then in the afternoon you would have a fika. Which, like now when people are trying to be healthy, would not include a pastry, but that means that you sit down together and just talk.
Yeah.
So it's like it's actually a really cute tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like when I wanted to go like know some other Swedish friends, I really first approached them.
Yeah.
Because they never approached me first.
Sorry, you're bad.
And I was like, hey, do you want to go out fika with me? And they're like, yeah, okay, what time? And number 13, there's only 2 more left. 13. Is that they understand difference quite seriously. So like for if you are gay or lesbian, or if you're different in any other ways, they understand that. And like they try to hug everyone together. And also if you're a different race, I see a lot of different race people here a lot. I don't see much Asians, but I think it's because it's just they don't come here that much.
No, there's a lack of Asians.
Yeah,
for sure.
And also, if you have disabilities, they also try to do that. And the infrastructure is really good to cover up that.
Yeah.
I knew that instantly when I came here. I took the bus, and then every time the bus opens, the bus tilts.
Yeah.
To one side. So when the bus opens, it kind of tilts to the way so that people could get up easily.
Yeah.
Even if they have a wheelchair or like for the strollers also. I see a lot of people with strollers and then they would just take the bus. That's not really the case in Korea because like you have 2 steps to go up for the bus in Korea.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Yeah. So it's not easy to get off with a stroller.
That's true.
Yeah. There are some lower buses, but it's like half and half. You won't have the percentage to have the bus that's lower. So yeah, it's hard if you have a stroller. So if you have a baby.
Yeah, because something that I noticed right away in Korea is that there's a lot of places when you, especially around Seoul, and when you have the restaurant on like the 4th or 3rd floor.
Yes.
And by getting up there, it's usually a very narrow staircase, or there's like a tiny elevator.
Yeah.
So if you're in a wheelchair, like almost like the entire building is off limits to you.
Yeah, because you can't fit into the tiny elevator.
Yeah, so that's something that me and my Finnish friend discussed a lot, like how it's not handicapped adapted in any way. And here there are very many rules when it comes to handicap adapting. So like for example, if you're building a house or something, everything, like even in this room, you're supposed to be able to enter here by a wheelchair and even into
there's a wheelchair elevator over there next to the window.
The doors are widened.
Yes. And then there's no bumps usually.
Yeah.
Not even on the streets. You don't see bumps that much.
No. So that's just because everything is supposed to be accessed by wheelchair.
Yeah.
We need to get better at it because there's still places that don't have that access.
Well, we have a long way to go.
But Seoul is way behind on that one.
We are way behind.
So it's sad.
Yeah, and also a lot of doors in the university, if you press a button, it automatically opens.
Yes.
But it's kind of different because in Korea we have a lot of automatic doors that just slide open. So it's like the basic to be like that, but like still like even in cafes, the cafe we talked about, Carly, they have like 3 steps in the cafe, and then they have a small elevator that only the handicapped person could take for only 3 steps. Like they have literally that for the handicapped person.
Yeah. And like for example, when you're talking about like the doors in Korea, even if there's a door, there's usually like a step up.
Oh yes.
Or a step down to the store. So there's like very hard to get in if you have an elevator, especially if you have those like remote ones.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that one is hard.
Yeah, we're doing our best.
And the last pro is number 14.
Yeah.
Is that you call the professor by the name.
Yeah.
And you call someone else just by their name.
Yeah.
Like my contact family, like they are much older than me. They're family, like their mother, like father, like the sisters and everyone brothers. I just call all of them by their names.
Yeah. There's no hierarchies.
But I do that in the US also for my friends. Like even though my friend looks like 40, I just call her by the name.
Yeah.
But professors are different. Like you have to call them Professor something.
Yeah.
But here I just like Tara. Hi.
I didn't realize how informal we were until I was like abroad, because like we don't care. Like I don't know any of the last names of my professor, I think.
Okay, yeah. I don't know either.
No.
Oh my god.
I have 3 professors for this class and I only know their first name.
Yeah, me too. I just call them by the names.
Yeah.
And that is like not the case in Korea.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
I told them this before, but like when I was in Korea, I had a professor explain to me for half an hour that we should call him by a first name, and I was literally just sitting there just like, okay, this is a waste of time.
Yeah, you could just tell them once and then they will call you by the name.
Yeah.
That's what he thought.
Yeah,
Or she thought.
Yeah. I was just like, okay, cool. No, we've been calling by your first name, whatever. But he just like, why we should do this? They do it in Germany. It makes like for better connection.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what's this guy going on about?
Yeah.
And no one called him by his first name for like the whole time I was there.
So that was the pros of Sweden.
The pros, there were many.
Yes.
No, they were good. I liked them.
Yeah.
Like, I always feel proud when I do this because I'm just like, yeah, I know. And then we come to the con and
the cons are coming.
Yeah. So check out the next video for our cons, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.